Alright, so how'd you guys form? How'd the band come about?
I answered an ad for a male escort in a magazine, and it was Ken.
Right. You were looking for an agent.
Yeah, and actually we discovered that we were both musicians, and he asked me to play his movement.
Hey everyone, this is Ken from the 5th of Bourbon. We recently went into the studio to record for the first time, and we thought it made sense to give you a quick look at how it all came together, and tell you a little bit about who we are. And, as for the male escort thing, I'll leave that to you to decide if that's true or not.
Watch your... Okay, you guys talk. Hey, Kat.
So we were fortunate enough to have the opportunity to record at the legendary Threshold Studios, which is right around Port Authority and at the entrance of the Lincoln Tunnel. Come on, let's go check it out.
I've been run down, I've been lied to, said I don't know why I let that mean man make me a fool. He took all my money, he wrecked my new car. Now he's with one of my good time buddies, and they're drinking in some crosstown bar. Sometimes I feel like I've been tied to the whipping post, tied to the whipping post, tied to the whipping post. Good Lord, I feel like I'm dying.
Okay, so tell us a little bit about yourself.
Name's Scott Warren, and play guitar. Definitely second guitar. Greg's the man. I known Ken for a long time. That's pretty much how I'm in the band. Known him since college days. So we went to Princeton together.
And why do you like the band?
I like the band. It's very low ego, low maintenance, but everyone's very talented and very committed at the same time. So it's a great mix of sort of skill and low key.
Do you have any good or funny stories since you guys have, joined up?
I think the other guys will probably tell the story better. But our drummer caught the eye of some lady out there, and she was asking around to find out whether it was similar or not. And I remember, I think it was afterwards, she was hanging around by the stage. He cut out, he has a girlfriend, very committed. But it was sort of funny how that all played out. It felt like rock station just now.
So tell us a little bit about yourself.
Sure, my name is Matt Fink. I'm from Wilmington, Delaware. Been playing the drums since 3rd grade, and been together with this band for about a year. I've been playing in bands my whole life, but this one's probably with the best musicians and it's been the most fun.
Do you have any good stories about you in the band? How long have you been with these guys?
Yeah, so the way I found these guys was, Greg and Ken played with Fifth, the original Fifth, which was sort of a top 40 cover band. And their drummer, I think his daughter got sick, so they needed a drummer on one day's notice. Their other guitarist, Mike, who played with them, knew that I was a drummer, so they asked me to come out, practice with them for about 45 minutes, and then we played a gig the next night, went well. And from there we formed this band, so we've been going strong for about a year or so now.
So Ken, tell me a little bit about yourself.
I was born and raised in Tokyo, Japan, played music all my life. I was a sax player growing up, actually, and I'm an accidental bass player as a result of a need to have a bass player in one of the jazz bands I played in for a while. I play the bass upside down, so right-handed bass for a lefty, because that's the way I learned. And I've been playing bass in a band for about 25 years now in the New York City area.
And why do you like this band in particular?
I'm sorry?
Why do you like this band?
Well, Greg and I kind of decided, Greg's the guitar player in our band, that we'd like to we have another band, and we decided we'd try to reach out into a different genre. And we kind of picked blues, kind of thinking that it would be easy to play and it would be easy to get a group of people around us to kind of jam with us. So about 1.5 years ago now, I guess we kind of started putting the band together. And actually it's been great. It's been great. The guys are great, Kathleen's great, it's a lot of fun. And we're actually playing more difficult pieces than we thought. And doing cool arrangements of old blues tunes and stuff, which is a blast.
A little bit about yourself.
Huh? About me. What can I tell you about me? I play the piano. I usually play a lot of jazz piano. But you know, these guys kind of drafted me into this rock thing, and it's good. It's good. It's my 70s alter ego. That's what this is about.
And why do you like this band, these guys and everyone?
Why do I like these guys? Why do I like these guys? I'm tempted to make a joke like, well, they're white, but that's my sense of humor. Okay.
Any funny stories about the band?
Funny stories about the band. You know, you're talking about people who actually have real jobs. They don't do crazy things, at least as far as I know. So there's not a lot of like stories about goats or chickens or, you know, really bad behavior. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So it's a little hard to come up with the story that is embarrassing. I'd like to tell an embarrassing Ken story about a goat, but I'm afraid I don't have one.
So tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, my name is Kathleen Fletcher, and I'm from Austin, Texas, the music capital of the world. And I moved to New York about 2 years ago to be an actor, singer extraordinaire.
So why do you like the band? Why did you join?
I like the band because all of the guys are phenomenally talented, and we get to do a lot of amazing songs. In fact, funny story how I joined the band. So a long time ago, I used to work for Starbucks, and I'm a whistle while I work kind of broad. And there was one day I was singing, and a regular customer overheard me singing. And he came up to the counter, and he's like, "Is that you singing?" And I go, "Yeah, that's me." And he goes, "Oh, you're really good." And I was like, "Oh, well, thank you." And he goes, and he sits back down, and he continues to drink his coffee. And then he comes back over again, and he's like, "No, but you're seriously good." It's like, "I have this friend, he's got a band, and they're looking for singers. So, is it okay if I get you in touch with them?" And I was like, "Yes, please." And so he got me in touch with Ken, and here we are today.
So tell me a little bit about yourself.
About myself, my name's Greg Gentile, I'm the guitar player, one of the guitar players with Bourbon. I started playing guitar, classical guitar, when I was 5 years old, because my father thankfully forced me.
Why do you like the band?
Band is great, band is blues, I love blues. When I transitioned out of classical guitar, I really started getting into guys like Stevie Ray Vaughan, Jimi Hendrix, and I loved the blues since I was a teenager, so this is coming back full circle.
If you could tell us, you know, maybe one interesting experience you've had with these guys, or over the last year.
That's a good question. Man, we've been pretty tame as a band. We got some work to do. We've got some damage to do. Got some more bourbon to drink, I think. We have no good guys yet. No bad drama. Yeah, I don't know any other blues band where the bassist drinks exclusively Chardonnay. We have to fix that. Especially when we're called Fink Bourbon.
Tied to the whipping post. Good Lord, I feel like I'm dying.
not so sure about this goats and chickens thing, but I am known to drink a Chardonnay from time to time, so I won't deny that. Anyways, on to the recording itself. There's a number of steps involved. The first one is usually called tracking, which is where we record each of us. As you can see, Kathleen is in a vocal booth on her own so that there's no bleeding for the sound. The bunch of guys are all in one room with headphones. The amps are actually in different rooms, so each amp actually gets mic'd correctly without any bleed. And what's kind of interesting actually is the only sound that's really going on in the room is the drums. So if you haven't had this experience before, it's a little bit weird. But why don't you check it out?
Oops.
So once you're done with the takes, it's on to overdubbing, which is where you actually record secondary parts, solos, sometimes you double a part, and you spend a fair amount of time on this. And here's Fred working on a solo take for one of our songs. And I know it doesn't look like much, but you know what? It's going to sound great later.
There you go.
So along with the overdubbing, you also do alternate takes, which is where you try to basically fix all your screw-ups. And here is Kathleen doing her best to resuscitate one of our favorite songs and getting a thumbs up from the band. So now you got all these tracks. Now what? Well, that's where the engineer comes in. Jeremy took care of us and actually made sure that all the best tracks were actually mixed and edited correctly to finish off the song. So the last step is actually to mix everything down into 2 tracks for y'all. And once again, Jeremy did an awesome job for us, including even utilizing a 24-track analog simulator to make it sound like a great 70s style recording. Probably most importantly though, we had the talent boost control button, which made all the difference, I think. Don't you? So let's put all of this stuff together and then add some video to it and see what it actually sounds like. Here's our version of the Yardbirds classic, Naz R Blue. Are you taking your own video? Are you videoing yourself?
Oh, I totes am.
Okay, good. I knew that wouldn't be a problem for you.
Alright.
This is you, Ken.
Ready? Go.
Well, I'm searching for my baby.
Yeah, that was good.
Take a listen. Thank you. Let's go listen.
Why blues?
Well, I was told it was easy. and then Ken came in with the song.
It's good music to drink to.
It's good music to play. We have a lot of talented musicians in this band, next to drummers, so I like to sit back and listen to what these guys are doing. A lot of the blues songs, let them really get around their instrument a little bit and drumming how to add the beat where you solo sound to everything. Four organs.
That's right.
4 organs.
Plug it away. Same sound.
And it works.
Yeah.
What does the future hold for you guys? What are you thinking?
Cleveland, baby.
Again?
Headline University Delaware.
Each gig.
That would be great.
South by Southwest.
South by Southwest, and then a folk.
Yes, we could actually do that sometime.
What about European?
European girls.
Yeah.
We have a lot of European
Yeah, what are we going like?
Wow. We're